Oh, welcome to The Real Deal. This is me, Larry Lawton, and my brother, Dave. What's up, bro?
Hey, how's everybody doing? How you doing, La?
Yeah, very good. You know, things are changing. Things are going good. We got a lot going on here in the studio. And what we're doing here with the cigar company, with what I'm doing, things are going good. You know, things change. People change. They move on. Zach is no longer here, or Benz is no longer here. And you know, he's moved on. We all moved on. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has to do their own thing. So, you know, everything's good. You're going to be my host all the time. You and then Frank and then Laura. And they're going to have a lot of people coming on in, you know.
And I know you're busy as hell with the cigars coming out now and with the gambling site and all of that. And, man, full steam ahead, La.
Yeah, you know, it's you know me, bro. It's a lot of fun. I'm a workaholic in my own way, and I don't mind that. That, you know, listen, it is who I am. I can't sit around and do nothing. I just can't do it, man. I mean, that's not me. I never was built like that, and I don't think that'll ever happen. You know, it can't. It's just not me.
I know there just has to be a balance between too much and too little, and right in between.
You know, you're right. And but you know, I don't know. I'm just a different person. I think. I mean, I like your life. You got a somewhat of a balance, I guess, retirement. But I think sometimes you get a little bored.
I do. I agree. But I wouldn't want to do too much where I have to do things because I don't need to. I don't need to. I mean,
financially,
I don't need to do nothing, but I need to do something just to keep my mind going, to stay busy. And I do between cards, between Mom still living and coming over here every other day or every day.
And even helping me here.
And you know, I mean, that's what keeps me busy now. I mean,
right.
Know,
no. And
I'm going to start golfing again a little bit, I think, with Sam, just a little bit, you know.
I am too, you know.
Do you have time to golf?
Well, you know what it is? Like you said, make that time. But you know what it is? I've lost a lot of weight. You know, I've lost 55 pounds. I got on the scale this morning. It was 204.8.
I was the lowest too. 224.4.
Today,
this morning.
Wow, at home.
224.4.
Good for you,
in my underwear.
Yeah, good for you. I was just like I am right now. I was 204.4. You know,
20 pounds.
Yeah, I mean it's not much actually,
well,
but
no,
you know,
20 pounds. That.
No, we're
I'm
different.
heavier than you.
Oh, yeah. It used to be. I always used to be heavier than you.
Yeah, I mean, I was around 240-ish, my normal fat weight, and your normal fat weight was 250.
250, 255, right, give or take.
We're big boned. You know, when you look at these stupid charts, these doctor charts, they want me to be 165 pounds. If I was 165 pounds, I'd be a crackhead.
Oh, no question. There's no question.
I mean, with my bone structure and your bone structure, I mean, I think 200's perfect for us.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting to that point right about now where I'm happy and I eat and I'm doing a little eating and stuff that I want to do, you know, and I want to do that. I just love it and I want to do that and I think I'm going to keep doing it, you know. So
speaking of cigars, this Oliva cigar here.
Yeah, I want to talk cigars today to open up the show.
Yeah, okay.
You know, we got the Oliva Series V. It's the Milano.
This is one of the top of the lines.
It's a Maduro. Yeah, it's a Maduro. It's a harder cigar than my cigar, the Crooked
Diamond. Blend, yes.
Yeah, the blend is a little stronger. But you know, I'll tell you what. Once you get into cigars the way I do, and you do, and we smoke every day, it's amazing. And I mean this. It's amazing how we the cigars itself are just, you know, they're so relaxing to me. You know, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, I love the fact that
we don't inhale them.
Nobody.
Most people don't.
No, 99.99.
Exactly. Well, Joe does.
Who?
Joe Sample.
Joe inhales cigars?
Yeah. Like a cigarette. Joe.
Are you fucking kidding me? You get killed doing that shit.
I told him. I
don't know anybody.
I don't know if every
that.
puff he does it.
Nah, he can't.
Yeah, he did it.
I mean, if you inhale it, you know, by mistake, that's one
thing.
No.
He was doing it, smoking it on the patio.
Oh my God, you fucking kill yourself. That is fucking crazy. I mean, I don't get that. I mean, you got to be off your fucking rocker to do something like that. But anyway, obviously, Joe, he's crazy anyway. But you know, I want to talk about cigars because I think, you know, listen, Oliva they invited me out to the factories now. You know?
In Nicaragua?
Yeah, Nicaragua. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do some videos. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff out there. I think it's going to be a pretty good trip, you know. I mean, just think about the work it takes. You know what people don't understand? My cigars are I sell a box for 210, 220, 230, and 240.
It's for you people that don't understand, it's the same cigar blend, but it's different sizes.
But you know that there'll be
The
a
sizes are
slight
different.
difference in every one just because of the burn and the length and everything
The
else.
blend?
Yeah. No,
I
the
mean,
blend is the same.
Could you tell with a blindfold?
You mean my cigar to this cigar?
No.
Oh.
If you got 4 different size cigars,
Right.
and it's all the same blend, supposed
Right.
to be. Okay. If I put a blindfold on you and let you take 10 puffs or however many puffs you want out of one cigar.
Oh, you mean each of my cigars?
Yeah. Could you tell what size it was?
I don't think I could.
Exactly.
I don't think I could. But there are people who could.
Really? You think?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. There are people who could. And definitely are people who could. I couldn't. I think, listen, you don't have to be some cigar guru or some shit to fucking enjoy a cigar.
This is Larry's cigar, everybody. This box right here. See this box? You buy one of these for 210, 220, 230, 240, depending on the size, what you want. Then you get the box, and you get 20 cigars in it, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Excellent cigar. Excellent cigar. Try it.
Hey, you know what's good about that box? Is a humidor box. There's little magnetics on the front.
It's a humidor box if you get a $1 package for it.
Yeah, well, we're going to get them. We're going to be selling them.
It's going to come with the cigar box?
And the original ones are going to come with them.
This particular one don't have it, but we're going to start getting them.
Yeah, we're going to start doing a lot of things. We're going to get lighters. A lot of things are not up
cigar,
there. Is
everybody, this box is this cigar. This is the one we're smoking. This is an Oliva cigar. This is an Oliva cigar, too.
Well, it's not Oliva cigar. It's Oliva.
It's done by Oliva Company, but it's Larry's cigar. It's the Crooked Diamond.
Right. I picked the blend on the Crooked
but
Diamond.
it's Oliva's tobacco.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Oliva's. It's the field, yes.
Right.
Tobacco.
In other words, you bought this cigar from Oliva.
I know. I blended it, and they're growing it for me. They're my distributor. There's a
grow
difference.
it and roll it and box it and make it and everything.
Exactly. I'm backed by the third largest company in the world.
Oliva is the third largest company out of all cigar companies.
Yeah, in the world.
In the world.
And they are great people.
And their main thing is Nicaragua. Their tobacco.
Well, a lot of them are. But yeah, absolutely. They're very good people. I have a great relationship with the CEO, the COO, the head of logistics, head of sales. They're very, very good people. I'm totally stoked with them. They're a lot of good people, a lot of fun. They're a lot to be around. We go down there, we smoke cigars, we have a good time. And, every one of those guys there are cigar guys. I'm not per se. I just like cigars. And this is a good fit because, I've been smoking cigars for 40 years.
Yeah, we were smoking them before prison, now.
Yeah. Oh, way.
And in prison, we smoked cigars.
Absolutely, smoked the Denoblis.
They used to sell Denoblis.
I used to smoke the Denoblis. They used to
stop selling them they stopped selling all tobacco items in
04, I think it was. 03?
Probably I was in prison when they stopped it.
So was I.
04 was my appeal. It was before 04. I'm saying 203.
0203. Yeah,
no, 2 I went to prison.
I think
03.
I think
sometime in 03.
I think 03 they stopped, but
it wasn't
official.
They made the law, and then in prisons they started. I think did they start with the pens? I think they started in Atlanta before Jessup.
I think so too.
You were in.
No,
you were in Jessup. You weren't.
No, when I was in Atlanta, it was
you were in
Edgefield.
In Edgefield when they stopped.
You're right. And I was having a rough time in Edgefield. That's another penitentiary. And
03 it was.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was 03. And it was when they started that whole process of taking cigars, cigarettes, all tobacco, there was more stabbings and more violence in the prison system.
And the law that came out wasn't stop selling tobacco in federal prisons. It was all federal buildings. No tobacco smoking.
Right, exactly.
And a federal prison's a federal building. So
yeah,
that came into the law.
And listen, again, when it used to get me upset when we think we're free. United States, you're free. Are you really fucking free? Do you really think you're free?
It depends on how you want to define free.
Right. And I just don't think we're free like you think we're free. First of all, you're not free financially. It's not like money means something. So you can't just live where you want to live, obviously, because if you don't have the money, you can't live there. So you're not free, just free. It's not like it's a free for all and let's just go stake where you're going to go, do what you're going to do or anything. Even free as far, everyone says, well, I love my country and I really do. But I just want people to think before they say, oh, we're the greatest country in the world because we're free. Well, 190 out of 200 countries are free, like we are free, whether it's Germany, Spain, France, Italy, Belgium, Antigua. I can go to South America. I can go to certain countries, and they're free. Mexico, you're a free country. Like we're free. It's not like, oh, they're under a communist rule like China. China's a communist.
So, what's
country.
your definition of free?
I don't know. My free would be where they'd have no government control over you in some way or another. Now, I get see the government.
They have to laugh.
Wait. They don't have to. Let me back on that. The government should be there to protect me from another foreign country or the free trade mark. That's what it originally came about. When they came up with the federal government, they didn't want we came up. The Treasury Cutter Service was the first service in the world. And that was the preamble of the Coast Guard. It's actually the Coast Guard was called the Revenue Cutter Service. It is the oldest service, and it was
the Coast Guard.
Yes, and it was founded to protect the waterways and free trade.
Okay,
so that's where it come about. Then we had militias and stuff like that, and they were actually militias, and they weren't formed. They were just people who got together to defend the country and stuff of that nature. And then they formed the armies and everything else with George Washington and all that. So when you talk about all of that, the actual forming of a service was the Coast Guard. So when the Coast Guard came about or any of this, I believe that the military and the United States government should protect me from foreign and domestic terrorism. That's what they say. If you ever take an oath of office and they say, to defend and protect the United States of America from all foreign and domestic terrorism, that's what it is really for in my mind. Yes, we have to have certain things. I love when General Eisenhower was the president in the 1950s. He ended up bringing the highway system in, the federal highway system, which goes from one coast to the other.
But here's a question for you.
Yeah.
As a military person, who pays you?
The federal government.
Okay. How?
Through the taxes of the people. I didn't say we shouldn't be taxed. I did not say that.
Well, you say we shouldn't even have a government hardly.
No, I said the government should do certain things. But they're getting into everything. They're telling us where to smoke a cigarette in every state. If it's a federal building, you can't go in that federal building, or you can't go outside it. You can't do everything. That's starting to impede on minute rights. I don't believe the federal government should be involved in the drug trade or anything to do with interdiction of drugs. I don't believe that. I don't believe the government should be involved in anything to do with...
you have to be careful with that because medicine is considered drugs.
Well, that's the FDA.
But it's a drug.
I agree with you.
So they have to have some control. I mean, it's a fine line.
It is a fine line. And I agree with you, bro. It's a fine line. And I think it's a fine line that we need to, people need to start thinking, oh, you know what I just want people to do? We're talking about cigars.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm talking about cigars is because of the laws that make not smoking here, there, everywhere. You can't do this. That's where this came about, everybody. But what my thing is, Dave, is I want people to start questioning the government. And I don't mean bucking the government. I want you to question. Don't believe everything they say. COVID should have been the biggest example of that. Not enough people, I believe, did not question the government. Now, I don't believe in insurrection stuff, of course. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in violence of any type to get, things done. I don't believe in that. But we need to question why we're doing things. What they do is they throw a law or they throw something and they get people to follow it and believe it like they're fucking robots. That's a dangerous, dangerous place to be in as a country. That's what Jim Jones was with the Guyana. People followed blindly.
The poisoning.
Yeah, the poisoning of in Guyana, poisoning Kool-Aid. They drank Kool-Aid. So all of those things, and Heaven's Gate was the ones in California who did that. I think what people need to do out there, and everybody needs to do out there, is have your own mind, have your own beliefs, be open to change. I tell people, I think the biggest thing that happened to me as I got older is I'm willing to change my opinion on things. If you could sit here and convince me of something and debate me and hear me out.
So you got more of an open mind now.
Oh, well, I always had an open mind. I mean, sexually or anything like that.
I'm talking.
Yeah, even everything, my views, my political. I went from a Republican to a Democrat to now a Libertarian. And I just think that all parties are bullshit. And I've seen that from TV to being in them. I was a young Republican. Bro.
Libertarian is a party.
Yes, it is. But it's more of in line with.
It's more in the middle. Yes.
In the middle. And I think that's why I think I am more a open-minded guy. Because, like, as I got older, I used to get and follow the party lines, so to speak. You know, I'd get in there, I'd get real hyped up. I was a young Republican.
You would listen to what the assholes in Washington was saying all the time.
Right, kind of. And, you know, the government, and watch the news and all the bullshit.
That's what's wrong with the Senate and the Congress now.
100%.
Both Democrats and Republicans.
They don't listen to each other.
I was a Democrat most of my life as a union man. Always told Democrats are for the working people. Now I'm an independent. Oh, I'm right in the middle. I agree 100%. There should be no party at all.
Oh, you know, somebody else said that.
Happen.
You know,
Paul was saying that.
Our friend Paul, he was saying, my nephew, and he was saying the same thing. He said, you know, it's gotten so both parties are such bullshit, and I do believe that.
I'm 100% believer in it.
I think both parties become bullshit, and here's what's sad about it. You know, it's all about money. You can't really do anything today without money, you know, in politics. And
almost in anything.
Yeah, you know, and what happened to that young guy? You know, I'll tell you what happened. I was on, you know, I was getting stuff done with the computers and everything else yesterday with Mike. And we sat, we called somebody from the cigar company, you know, who was a cigar guy.
So who you mailed boxes to?
Right, we mailed boxes. He got it. He's from Rhode Island, and he was the youngest.
In other words, Larry just wanted to know, you know, as people been getting his cigars, that because they're starting to go out.
They're out. Everybody's got them.
Everybody who ordered a box of cigars should be getting it either today or, you mailed some yesterday, La.
Oh, you're right. So,
I mean, it's a 2-day mailing. So, I mean, if they're not getting them today or tomorrow, by tomorrow, every swinging person who ordered a box of cigars should have.
Oh, no. I'll put it this way, 99.9%.
Have them now.
Have them now. Right. Well, anyway, I called one guy, a nice guy, and he's going to come on my show. He's the youngest congressman, state congressman in Rhode Island ever. I think he was 19
years old.
Yes.
How old is he now?
He's 32 now.
Okay.
And he bought a box of cigars, and I called him. He has a hell of a story how the government fucked him, how they try to get him, and a lot of stuff.
The government, as in his state government,
right. Like well, listen, his story. I don't want to get into his story, but he got fucked. And what I mean, got fucked. Bullshit accusation can do a lot, you know, without proof, and they throw it away later. But
obviously, nothing much happened to him because he's still
of course, no. He's not. I don't know. He's not a convict. He moved on. He's done already.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he served so many terms.
I got you.
And after that, he left and he moved on, and he's doing well. And it's amazing how an accusation or things can happen again, but people believe in stuff and whatever it is. And I listen, I'm always one, and I don't like the fact that can happen without a conviction. You get me?
Yes.
Without a conviction.
Yeah.
So that is what I'm gonna have him on. Anyway, he got the cigars. He loves the cigars.
Good.
You know, and that's where I want to get what happens in politics too. If they don't like you in politics, if somebody doesn't like you, it can get dirty. It fucking can get dirty. And then you know what it is who's got the most money. And that's why they make deals, you know. Most of these people have bullshit on each other. You know, whatever fucking bullshit. See, the difference, you can't get me on bullshit because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't give a fuck. And when you get to that point in life, who gives a fuck?
I hear you.
You know, and I don't care. I care about the people who I know and people who know me. And I am talking about my close friends, my brother, my mother, my family. And they don't give a fuck what you said, what you did. And I wouldn't give a fuck what they said about them or you or anybody. I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit? Because I know how you are. I know how your loyalty is. I know how your word is. I know nobody can tell me different.
I agree.
And what happens?
You got your own mind, La.
Yeah, you're right.
Too many people are persuaded.
Right. Young people too. I want young people who listen to this show or any show we do to realize you guys can't let other people run you. And it's hard. It's
Be
hard
your
for
own self.
Be your own self. And I often try to tell them, listen, if you were if you and your friends were hanging out and you're all drinking and you're all starting having a few drinks and one jumps off the bridge to kill himself, are you going to jump off with him? I hope not. I hope you don't. I hope you don't get stupid and do some crazy shit.
Hope you call 911.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, kids make bad choices. Everybody makes bad choices. I want everybody to know it out there. Everybody makes bad choices. And you know who defines your bad choice? Not society. You define your bad choice. Of course, there's laws. Obviously, you rob something, it's a bad choice. You're going to jail. But I'm talking about your personal choices. You define if it's bad or good. Nobody should judge you as long as you're not hurting anybody. You're fucking with a kid.
Or breaking the law, right?
Breaking the law,
right.
Doing something like that. You define what is your bad choice. Someone says, oh, you fucking went out and you had a threesome. That's a bad choice. No, it's not. Is it a bad choice for you? Or is it a bad choice for them?
No, you might have loved it.
Absolutely. I mean, it does not matter. And people don't understand that. I think people need to understand that and need to realize that they're their own person. They make their own money and they fucking pay their own rent and they should do the choices.
And make their own decisions.
Right. And what it is. Again, as long as you're not hurting other people.
Or breaking the law, right.
Breaking the law, affecting a child of some sort and anything like that. I mean, I'm not going to run out my neighborhood naked because I'd go to a nudist resort if I want to do that, because there's kids out there, and not an adult. I don't give a fuck about any adult out there. You don't want to see it, don't look. But if it's a kid or something like that, I wouldn't do it, if that makes sense.
You don't want to scar nobody, right?
Even, I mean, obviously the law says you can't do it, so I'm not going to do it out here.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to, like you said, break the law. But if I want to do that and I want to go to a nudist colony or a swingers club and do whatever, I'm going to go to them. And I do go to them. And I don't care who knows. I don't give a fuck about anything. And that's it. And I think people, and it goes, see, there's where I go with the government with cigars or anything, or telling us what to do, so much so that they try to mold you into a way who they are. Now, you're going to get some people going to say, oh, you're the problem of the country because you're taking the moral fabric. Who the fuck are you to tell me what the moral fabric of me is? Or this country is. Fuck, they had no TV and no radio and no shit back in the day. What the fuck you think they were doing?
They had radios.
No, I'm talking about back in the day.
Oh, back before Mom and Dad.
Yeah. What do you think they were doing? I mean, my point is, what the fuck? You had nothing to do but go fucking field your your home and go in and have sex or whatever. Read? They couldn't even read. They didn't have a lot of them. Didn't have books.
There was no books.
Absolutely. That was the first part of entertainment, actually. People don't know that. Books were your first entertainment. It wasn't like, they had, an option today. I read. A lot of people don't read, and they don't read because of whatever reasons, because they have TV, they have radio, they have music. That's my point of view, But, I did you'll love this thing. I did a video last night. And a video is today on I don't know if you know about the Gunner and the Young Thug in Atlanta, two rappers that are in jail. It's a big case, and they're in jail because the state attorney of that area.
For what?
Fulton County, Georgia.
For what?
They're in, for conspiracy, and they say that they YSL, which is, it's a
what? Wire cell?
No, YSL. It's Young Slime Life, young things. They're kids. They're rappers.
Okay.
The government, the state of Georgia, or Fulton County state attorney, and a lady named, I'm gonna get her shit.
Doesn't matter a name right now,
right? And she's saying they're a gang. Everything turns into a gang. You know what she did to them? She RICO'd them. Georgia has a RICO Act, just like the government. It's just mirrored after the government. So what does she do? She RICOs them. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Why are you taking kids? RICO is for mob bosses. Guys like
that's what it was.
Guys like us that were doing things and crossing gang lines and they couldn't get us. They wanted to get to the bigger people. They never did. But that's RICO, and they're trying to RICO gangs now. At what point are we overzealously prosecuting? First of all, I told everybody, and you can watch the video. It's out today, Tuesday. Same day this is up. This is up a day after. Is I'm trying a new platform at everybody. So this is pretty cool. And the reason I'm trying this new platform, let everybody know, we're going to be doing live shows. Live. So you can call in.
Are we talking about podcasts?
Yes, these podcasts. Some of these podcasts are going to be live. We're going live. When we say 10, it's going to be a 10 o'clock start. Like you were here today.
And now you'll have a call in.
You could call in. You could do anything you want. We can have, it's pretty cool, this platform. My son got me going on it, and we discussed it, and I paid for it and everything else. And and you're going to be able to call in. And
when is that going to start?
Within the next few weeks.
Okay.
And so we're going to make sure at least one day a week we're going to go live, either a Monday or Friday.
It's still only 2 day a week podcast, right?
Right. 2 day a week podcast, Monday, Friday.
One of the two is going to be a live podcast.
Right. We're gonna discuss that. Maybe it's the Monday one or maybe the Friday one.
I got you.
I'm thinking more of the Friday one.
Yeah.
Because Sunday, is football Sunday.
Yeah.
and it's party time. So sometimes it's a little tougher to get up and get ready to go.
Yeah.
But we're going to do, I think, probably a Friday podcast, and it's going to be live. So if anybody wants to call, and it's not that they can't watch it anytime they want.
I got you.
I mean, it's going to go up just like it normally goes up.
Yeah, and they can watch it next week.
Watch it on YouTube or do whatever, and it'd still be on Spotify, Apple. It's going to be on all of your major
Nothing's
platforms.
going to change as far as that goes. It's that what's going to change is it's going to be live
when you're listening,
where people could actually call in and
right. That's pretty much it. It's going to be where people are live and whatever, how many people we get.
So, folks out there, keep posted.
Yeah, keep posted on that. That's going to be pretty cool shit. And like when we talk about cigars, you might be smoking a cigar and you want to talk about that cigar. That Oliva cigar, that Crooked Diamond, or whatever you're going to do. You're going to want to talk about it.
Right.
And we'll talk live with you. I'll actually be able to bring you in. You'll be live and on the board, and you'll be right here. And I can see. We can even see you if you have a laptop.
Wow.
So, yeah. So there's going to be a lot.
If who has a laptop?
The other person. The other person can
or
be,
a computer.
Or computer. Or I think even the phone. Like a FaceTime.
Like a FaceTime?
Whatever it is. Yeah, you're going to be able to. I'm going to send you a link. We can invite, after that. I mean, if they call in and then I want
You're going to send all your audience a link.
No. I mean, if the guy's on, he calls and we're talking to him, I said, I'm going to send you a link. Maybe you switch over to that link and you can be live. We're working on it. Let me,
okay.
More
to come.
You know how I am. I fucking get into this shit and I figure it out. And then when I figure it out, I know it, and that's just how I am. So we got a lot of that shit.
You don't know all the details yet, but it's coming.
Oh, it's coming and it's going to come great. Today's Tuesday, Dave. I wanted to talk a few other things. Obviously, I'm a big supporter of Youwager.lv.
Yes, that's great. I got it.
Youwager.lv is a platform for gambling. Now, on January 10th,
poker game.
There is a poker game. You guys are going to be able to sign up. Now, listen to this, everybody. It's a guaranteed, I think 26 or $3,000, 2,000 of cash will be guaranteed. The other money is bounties on my head. What's called free play.
But the only people that can play is the people who sign up and have you don't have to put money. You don't even have to put money up. But you have to get the website.
Well, you got to go on there and then sign up, and that's it. And once you get on there, you can it's a free for your first tournament. It's free. That's number one. So after that, I don't know what they're gonna work, how we're gonna work, but I'm gonna do one every 2 weeks, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And listen, this first one is $2,000 guaranteed money, free. Again, you come in, you don't have to put up a dime, you don't have to have a credit card, you have nothing. You can come on in there, and if you want to rebuy, it's only $10. I mean, think of that.
If you lose all your chips,
and you want to stay
and the tournament's still on, and there's still rebuys for $10, you could buy another stack of chips.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever it is,
I think the original stack's going to be 2,000 or something.
Whatever they decide,
whatever the numbers are going to be, and then they're going to have what they call a bounty on my head. In other words, if you knock Larry out, me.
In other words, Larry's going to be in the tournament.
I am,
and his son,
right?
Larry Jr. is going to be in the tournament, and if we or any one of you knock him out, go all in and knock him out, you get an extra $200.
Right?
Is that cash?
That's free play.
Free play.
That means you can go online and bet.
Free play money to bet any football game, basketball game, soccer game, pool tournament, whatever you want.
It's money. It's money. You know what it is.
It's money.
And it's what they call single rollover or whatever that
Right.
It. So this is cool. So you can knock me out. Now you can get knocked out the next hand. You still get that 200.
Whoever knocked Larry out or Junior.
I think I'm going to be able to do it twice, maybe 3 times.
Okay.
So they're going to get free play.
In other words, all the fine line details ain't all.
Well, and it's going to be on a landing page. We're having a landing page. It's going to be in the description of all these.
Who's we? The UL or you?
No, me.
Okay.
I'm having a landing page that, well, they're going to have it. But when you click on a link in my video or on my podcast down in the description, it's going to take you to that landing page, and it's going to be me. I did a video for it opening, telling them why I'm here.
Right.
And the reason I'm at what you wager is because they pay. They fucking pay.
Well, they're the number one site.
Yep.
And they've been around since 1998.
Exactly.
So they've been around almost 5 years.
And they pay. They've been around since.
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't be a business.
Right. But a lot of those, a lot of people got scared of those offshore stuffs, But they pay. Not only do they pay, they got the best deal with me giving them 70% if you deposit the money in their sports book.
And it's all legal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're not doing anything illegal. You are not doing anything illegal.
Right.
Matter of fact, Howard Stern used to have commercials on this.
Right.
So what it is that now this company, if you join up, you get 70% your first time. You can only do it once. If you put $500 in, you get $850 to play with. I mean, that's fucking sick.
Or
if you put $500 up, you get a free.
And you don't want
the free play.
You could put $500 up, and you don't want the $350
free play. That's gambling.
Okay, gambling money. You could get free cigars.
A box of my cigars, the $210 box
autograph
of my cigars,
something or whatever.
An autograph signed box of my cigars, and still have your $500 to play with.
Yeah.
So I mean, can you beat that? It's the $210 box. It's the 5x54s cigar, and you can't beat that. You just fucking cannot beat that. I mean, I'm shipping them to you too. So with shipping and everything else, you know what that value is? That's a $230
$230, $35 value.
Right, exactly. I mean, and you can't beat fucking that. You just can't beat that. In any fucking place on the planet, you can't beat that.
Right.
And
for all you people out there saying, why would I take the cigars instead of the $350? Because the $350 you have to roll over at least one time.
Right.
Meaning you have to gamble it. So if you lose it,
you got nothing.
You don't have $350 no more. But
if you take the cigars, let me explain that though. They don't have to do it all at once.
No.
I'm just letting them know that. It sounded like you have to bet.
You could bet $20 a game, but you would have to bet $20 a game.
Whatever time.
17 times.
Right. Every 5 times.
To equal $350. And you're not going to win 17. You're not going to win.
Under 340.
It's 340. And you're not going to win all 17 games, folks. I guarantee it, because I'm a gambler. You're lucky if you win 50% of them.
Right. No question.
So you might want to take the cigars.
Yeah, again, but if
you're a cigar smoker.
Now, wait a minute.
Or if your dad is or whatever.
Now, if you are a gambler and you just want to shoot $350 on a game and you happen to win that game, good for you, too.
Right. Or you could take the $350, put your $500 up on your credit card, get $850 in your bank account, bet $350 of it on one game, take a shot, a 50-50 chance, and hopefully you win. And now you got now you rolled it over once.
You could take that $350 out.
Now you can take that $350 out of the bank and put it back into your bank account and pay your credit card off.
Or buy a box of cigars at $210.
Or whatever you want to do.
I mean, there's different ways they could work it, obviously.
No, think about it, folks. But sign up for this thing. Sign up to this website, at least for the card games.
Right, exactly. If you did all that, you're all set, and that is 100% true. I'm all for, again, Youwager.lv. It's Youwager.lv. Now, to get this,
as in Y-O-U or the letter U?
No, Y-O-U.
Okay, it's Y-O-U.
YOUWAGER.LV, like Vegas.
Okay. Everybody, you got that. YOUWAGER.LV.
Yeah, I absolutely. And listen, but you have to do this. The way to really do this is click on a link in one of my videos. Because if you click on that link, it's going to take you to that landing page. Then you put my promo code in there. You have to put Lawton
To get this, to get the cigars or the money. Put Larry's, the promo code in.
Yeah, from that link that I'm sending you.
Okay.
You know, that makes it easy. That registers it easy. But another reason.
And where would they find that link on
below the video, right here, below this show,
or any show,
any show,
any recent show,
right? Any recent show in the last 5 shows. And I'll tell you another thing. What I really liked about them, and you could attest to this, and I want you to tell about this. Their customer service is fucking off the charts.
If you got any problem with it, if you got any questions, we made a phone call at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday, because I had signed up for the wager. I'm a computer illiterate. My brother helped me sign up for the wager right on my phone. I did it, and I put my credit card up and blah 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 blah. I put $500 on. I took the $850 in my account, and it was something about live wagering and watching every game on TV that you bet. So you could actually watch it on your phone, and we didn't know how to do it, and the guy walked us right through it. I mean, excellent customer service. Excellent. I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah, I think the customer service was by far.
I'm sure you could do that 24/7.
Oh, you can. You can. Their customer service is known throughout the industry. And, that is what you listen in anything I do, bro. I can't stand when I call it and it's a fucking recording.
And you put you on hold.
And forever and ever. These fucking people called us back. I mean,
they called my phone back. I didn't answer it twice.
Right.
Because I didn't know the number. And you know how you guys, when you don't know a number, it's usually a bullshit call.
Right.
But then we finally answered it. No, here's what happened. They called twice. I didn't answer it. Then they texted me.
Was that what they did?
Then they texted me saying, "This is Youwager. Youwager. Please answer your phone or something." They let us know it was them calling.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that. I do know that it was amazing.
And then my brother called them back for me on my phone and started asking them the questions because I didn't.
And you know what? You know what the question was about? Listen to this.
About live wagering.
Yeah, this is a cool feature they have on their site. You could literally watch the game live streaming, and bet it. Here's the best part. Do you know when there's a fight, bro? Like a major fight, like a fucking
a pay-per-view event,
that has like one of the big matches.
Yeah,
and you could bet on that match. Did you know if you have $1 in your account? I think you have to have $1 in your account.
If you have any money in your account,
it doesn't cost. They're not going to take it out.
Watch that live without pay-per-viewing it.
Right, without paying $75 or
$79.99 or whatever the pay-per-view is.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
That is fucking unbelievable.
It's a no-brainer.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, these guys are really doing it right. And everybody goes off their phone, and you can do it on the phone. You did it on the phone.
And they're very good people. Larry's been only dealing with the owners, not some Joe Blow.
No, the owners and the manager, and that's
the manager.
it.
And
my son manages what I do, and they have a manager that deals, and he's very good. His name's Jordan, and they deal with him. My son deals with him direct, and I mean, I've dealt with him, very good guy. And the O2 owners are amazing guys. So, listen, I don't put my name behind something unless I believe in it. And you know that. And I mean that. And I'm saying that just like Oliva. Just like Oliva.
Exactly. You wouldn't have got your own brand with Oliva if you didn't believe in them.
No. Why am I going to put my name on something that could crash? I don't like that. Right. I don't like that. I listen, I have a good name in this industry. I have a good name, period. Anywhere you go, nobody's
of your word.
Nobody's gonna say, "Oh, that guy Larry Lawton's bullshit. His word's no good." Nobody could say that.
Or whoever could say that is full of shit.
Or full of shit. If they say it, then they're totally full of shit. And everybody. Listen, I don't have the kind of friends I have, and the group of friends I have, and the people I have because my word's no good. I have it because it is good. And that's
the only way they would be friends with us.
Of course, when
the group of people we are with will only if they wouldn't deal with a con artist, they wouldn't. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course, they're not going to deal that. That's just not who they are, and I respect them for that. And I'm the same way. You have to move on and things, and you go. I made my mistakes in life early, and everybody's going to make their mistakes, and everybody's going to be an idiot, and everybody's going to fuck up in life.
Anyone who said they don't make a mistake is
fuck up or whatever.
Fucking full of shit.
Oh, totally full of shit.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Fucking A. So, hey, bro, here's a couple of football. I want to ask you a few sports stuff.
Okay.
Because, we love sports.
Yeah.
We do the news. Dave is going to come back with the news, but mostly slow. It's just the shit that we watch. And it's not going to be a fucking news station to come to get your fucking local news. Trust me. But it will be my take on things that happened around
major news.
Major news. Like, obviously, we have the what is it called in the government? Isn't the 9/11 commission going to do something? Is that
they already did? They're not.
Is it done?
It's not the 9/11 commission.
Not 9/11.
It's the
Insurrection commission.
Yesterday they turned in their report and recommendations to the DOJ. For all you people who don't know what the DOJ is the Department of Justice, recommending criminal charges on whoever.
Oh, did they say who?
Yeah, Trump on all 4 charges.
Of what?
I'm not sure. That the report's going to come out tomorrow where everybody can read it.
Oh, wow.
But it got given to the DOJ yesterday. And, of course, Fox News and CNN and all your major news stations has been talking about it. Is that the news every day now? It's on the beginning of every hour, they'll put it up for 5-10 minutes, and talk about it.
Okay, so all day yesterday.
Well, every hour on the hour. They don't talk about it for the whole hour. Straight.
No, what I'm getting at, it's big now.
That's very big. Very big.
Now, does it say who they want to indict?
Yes, names and all.
Wow.
Yes.
Is it more than one? Is it?
Oh, yeah. It's 4 or 5 on every count.
Now, are they talking about people we don't know on the street?
No. They're talking about Trump's inner circle, like Eastman, the lawyer who incited the insurrection too.
Oh, he's part of this.
Giuliani.
Oh, really?
Meadows.
Oh, they're all in this.
They're not in every count. Trump is in all 4, and then some of them are in others.
The president is in all 4.
All 4 counts.
Now, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, give me your opinion. I know it's an opinion, and it's what this is right now.
From what I'm hearing, that he should be charged. They have an enormous amount of proof. Of course, the proof has never gone in front of a jury. It's never been cross-examined yet. So that's the debate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's all proof. They turned over all the proofs, documents, phone calls, emails, text messages, all kinds of stuff is turned over to the DOJ.
This is shit like this now.
It's all proof.
That's scary shit.
Yeah, that is scary shit.
So
we'll keep. We'll see what happens with it. Of course, you're not going to find out. The DOJ got it yesterday, and they're not going to make a move on it. They have to investigate it. I'm sure this ain't going to happen for months.
Yeah, but there is a statute of limitations. Did anybody talk about that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Everything has a statute of limitations, unless the treason does not have a.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, and I'm sure they have all these legal experts on there on both stations, on all stations, and it has never been brought up, but. Well,
you're pretty good about this. You hang out with our brother-in-law, who's a staunch Republican.
Yeah,
and I'm middle of the road. You're somewhat middle of the road, maybe a little bit more left than right. And but you have an open mind. Like we both have an open mind towards. We both like Governor DeSantis.
Well, here's my take. If it was me or you, we'd be in jail right now. There ain't no question.
Oh, okay.
There ain't no question that we would be in jail already.
What they got. But all of these people are not in jail. Doesn't that sound like a two-tiered system of government?
Yes.
And that's wrong.
That's my problem with it. And that's what a lot of these experts are saying, that he's an ex-president now. Right now he's an ex-president.
He's a citizen.
He's a citizen. And he's not allowed to break the law.
No.
So if this is the law and he broke the law, he should be indicted on it. That's my take. Or anybody.
Let me ask you a big one. Now this is.
If I'm going to get indicted on it, so should you, him, if we all did the same thing.
I agree with that. Now let me ask you a question on this. This is an important one. Now I remember a while back we were talking about that the president took documents out of the White House and brought them to his house. Is that part of this?
No.
Now, what about that? That sounded more.
That's not part of this. That's not part of this. The Georgia thing about trying to rob 8,000.
Yeah,
that's a different charge.
I need you to find 11,800 something votes.
Trump has got so much shit over his head between the cases, different cases.
Criminal.
This January 6th case is one. The
Georgia
espionage one is another. They're taking the top secret documents and not turning them over and saying he turned them all over and then finding more and more and more.
Right.
That's all criminal. The fraud, the election fraud in Georgia with Raffensperger.
Who's the state Secretary of State for the
elections.
He's the Secretary of State
right.
who's in charge of elections.
In charge of elections on a phone call, taped phone call that the world has heard. That talking to Trump.
I just need you to find 11.
I just need you to find 8,000,
11,800 something,
whatever the number was, 11,800 something votes. So I win Georgia. That's a criminal. Is tax cases in New York a criminal?
Are they criminal? Oh, I thought they were civil.
Some are civil, some are criminal. There's more cases than one. The one against his company is civil.
Right.
The one against his family is criminal.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is he in on that one too?
Yeah, him and his family. Him and Ivanka and
Donald
Jr.
and Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're all involved in it too.
He's got so much shit hanging over his head that what's going to stick, who knows? And if one goes, maybe the others will go away. I don't know. But
you know what I haven't heard? And I don't know if this is just, I have not heard Jared Kushner's name in a long time. Now, you remember, everybody who doesn't know who Jared Kushner is, Jared Kushner is the president's son-in-law.
You heard what Jared Kushner...
Which is Ivanka's husband, who was...
The wife, Ivanka.
Right.
When Trump put his name...
That's his daughter.
His daughter, which is the husband of Jared Kushner. I mean, the wife of Jared Kushner. And she was the one big in the White House, whatever position she had. But she was,
an advisor. One of the advisors.
Whatever she was. But... She when Donald put his name in the hat for the primaries just 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, when he put his name in the that he wants to run for president again. She said, "I have nothing to do with this." She says, "I'm staying out of it."
Oh, really? She
not
said
campaigning
that
for him and not nothing.
Wow.
So they're kind of done, Now I don't know if they're on good terms, bad terms. She just don't want nothing, no part of the politics no more.
Really?
Yeah.
And because he was under a bunch of shit too, Jared Kushner.
You haven't heard from him at all.
No.
And Trump had the party at his house. You heard about that?
No.
About 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh no, no.
He had Yo-Yo on it. You know who Yo-Yo is now, and not Yo-Yo, Yehu, who used to be who was the husband of Kardashian, who they got divorced.
Not Kanye West.
Kanye West. He was
his now new name is Yayo.
Yayo was I don't know.
Oh, really? Kanye West.
He changed his name. The Yayo, Yay. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
so he was there.
It was two people, and all the Republican Party denounced it because the one was again talking shit about the Nazis and the Jews. And
what?
And Kushner's a Jew.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, he didn't.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So you mean there was a party at his house and he had, I guess?
No, he invited them too, to the party. They were like the main part of the party.
Okay, so
dinner or whatever.
Well, he had a party and he invited a bunch of anti-Semitic people.
Correct.
Pretty much.
Yes.
You don't want to call it
big time.
And now the whole Republican Party is against it.
Oh, they denounced it.
Now, what is going on with the party? Are they going to back Donald Trump for the primary?
They're not saying, but a lot of them are saying we need to move on behind him. A lot of them are saying publicly. Mitch McConnell's one.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell. I did hear that. Now, I do know that. See, where is Governor DeSantis? Let me explain.
I haven't heard nothing about him, and I don't know why. Now, that's somebody I would love to see.
Oh, I'd back him.
I would back him over Biden.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's more middle of the road, and give him a chance. We don't need
100%.
these far rights or far lefts. We need middle of the road. Someone who wants to work with both sides of the aisle. Someone who wants to pass a little of this, a little of that. Not these stupid Ted Cruz's and Trumps and Marjorie Green.
Oh, Marjorie Stone Green.
Whatever their names are. I mean,
from Georgia.
They're
the crazy
all wackos, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. It's gotten so disgusting.
Or
and,
Ocasio's on the other side and all of this.
oh, yeah, she's a nut,
Yeah,
too.
I mean, they got nuts on both sides. What's wrong with middle of the road? What's wrong with,
most of the country is middle of the road. Listen, I think most of the world is middle of the road. When you think about middle of the road, here's how I
understand. I agree 100%.
Listen, most people are socially liberal and fiscally conservative. Most people are. They don't realize that they are. I ask every one of them. I ask every friend I have who's a Republican, a staunch Republican. I ask him, let me ask, where do you stand on gay marriage? You know what they say? I don't give a fuck who he marries. That's being in the middle. You don't care. That means you're socially acceptable.
Yeah, they care about their bank account more than that.
Absolutely.
I understand.
I mean,
and that's Sam too.
Oh yeah.
He don't give a shit about a gay, whatever. Or black or white or this. He cares about his stocks.
Of course he does.
You know what I mean? And that's why he's a Republican. He says his money does better when the Republican.
And I can understand that.
I understand where he's coming from.
I totally.
But as much as of a Trump supporter he was, he don't want to see him run no more.
Oh really?
No, he wants to see DeSantis.
Most people I'm hearing, and most people I know want to see Governor DeSantis run. And I'll tell you why I want. I don't care what people think of Governor.
But you know why? Because they know that if Trump runs, you don't have a great chance of winning.
No, I think that's the only way. But if Biden runs, that's a tough choice.
Beat him already.
Yeah, but Biden's out there too, man, bro. I mean, I really don't know if our president is full. I mean, listen, when you get up into the 80s, you don't belong running for fucking
Trump's
president.
Trump's going to be in his 80s too, though.
I agree. I just said that.
It's not like Trump is 40 and Biden's 80.
No, I agree, bro. I'm saying, I think what is wrong with our country?
And we can't find a better candidate in this country.
350 million people.
348 million people in this country. We can't find a better candidate than an 83-year-old and an 81-year-old. There's something wrong.
Yeah. Is that what they'll be when they run?
I don't know. Give or take a year.
Right.
What's the difference? I know.
Biden's over 80.
No,
yeah, I think he's 80 now. I think he hit 80. And I think
Trump's got to be 79 now.
Well, no,
right?
I think he's Trump was at 70, so he'll be 70. But when
2 years since he was president, he was 70.
I just said
he ran last year at 7. I mean,
76. I think he was.
Well, then he's got to be pushing.
He'll be 80 when they run, I think. Give or take.
Whatever.
I mean, whatever. And if we can't find two better candidates in this, there's something not right with this whole fucking world. I really believe that. And I think it's crazy. And as I sit here and we have a couple of drinks with friends and people, every one of them say the same fucking thing. What is wrong? Why cannot we? And I'll tell you why, babe. Maybe there's a problem of it. Maybe we're so hard on these people, on these people who run for president, so judgmental. Listen, this is funny, bro. And it's not even a joke. This people say, Larry, you should run for president. You're so fucking level-headed.
It's a joke.
It's a joke, but it's not. Meaning, I think I am fucking more capable than both of those two people. I swear to God, I do.
Can a convicted felon run for president?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, federal office, you can. Yes. I really believe that I could run for office. I think I could do a better job because I'm gonna bring people around me and listen to them, and I'm a little bit more level-headed and everything else.
That's one thing Biden does better than Trump, though.
Oh yes.
He brings good people around him, and he'll listen to them. Trump didn't listen to nobody. If you didn't go along with Trump, you got fired. That was his problem.
Oh yeah, I agree. Trump's policies, some of them weren't bad.
I like some of his policies. I hate Trump. I like some of his policies.
I hate the word hate.
Speaking of that, of that, one of Trump's policies that I really liked was the immigration, and there's a big thing going on with that now.
Oh, you're right.
Tomorrow, they're supposed to. Big news though that happened today.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, the Rule 42, which was a law that was passed, a temporary law that was passed because of COVID, was that any migrants crossing the border could have been sent right back home without going through trial or nothing, detained. They could have been sent right back home because of COVID.
Okay.
In other words, we're gonna.
Well, shouldn't everybody be sent home if you don't have the right paperwork, or why are we letting everybody in the world just come on in?
I don't know. I listen. I don't know the law. Neither.
I mean, other countries don't do that.
Why?
They don't let anybody just come in their country.
Who said that?
You can't go to Canada. I can't. I mean, there's certain people cannot go to Canada. Period.
If you cross their border, you can.
Yeah, but then they'll send you back. They don't just say, "Oh, here's a trial and stay in Canada."
I don't know what would
I
happen
know
if
they don't. You get kicked out. I called there. I wanted to go to Canada.
No, but we're talking illegally. You're trying to go legally.
Oh, yeah. You're saying if I just walked across the border?
Yeah, you snuck in there.
If I snuck in there, that probably put me in jail.
If they caught you? So that's what they would do here.
Okay.
When we were in prison, how many prisoners were illegal immigrants were we in prison with?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, so we do the same thing.
All right, so everybody coming across this border
illegally.
Okay, let's just say they come here and they're even legally trying to come in. Do we let every single person come in
legally?
Yeah. I mean, at what point do you stop it?
I don't know. I don't even know how to do it legally.
At what point do you say, "Wait a minute"?
But
who's going to pay for all this stuff? Where are people going to live? Where are people going to eat?
The law
I don't want to see people starving on the streets.
The law states that if you land foot in this country,
no, that's for Cubans. That's Cubans. Yes, if they have what they call feet dry. I remember in the Coast Guard. If you're from Cuba, and that was because Cuba was a communist country
but all these most of them now coming in are Venezuelans over on the Mexico border. Venezuelans, they're not Mexicans and they're not Cubans. That most of them are Argentinians and El Salvador and those countries.
Right.
And if they land foot in this country, if they cross that river in El Paso or wherever, okay, and get on land, they're supposed to be detained.
Okay, and they're detained why?
And then vetted.
Okay, but why are they detained? Why are they not just put on a bus and put back in where they came from?
I don't know. I don't know the laws.
Okay. The reason I asked that if they're fleeing,
because some of them might be coming because their life is in danger.
Right. If
by
you're
the
fleeing
government.
oppression, if you're fleeing from being killed or something,
right? And I'm sure that's what they're saying.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I mean? So they have to go through the legal process to see if that's true. And if it is true, then we have to keep them.
Well, listen,
we can't send someone back to be murdered.
Right. We're humanitarian, humane country.
So I mean, I now I'm not going to sit here and say there's going to be 7,000 people a day trying to cross the border after Rule 42 is big. But the whole point I'm trying to get at here is the Supreme Court just ruled today or yesterday that the Rule 42 is still in effect. It's not being lifted tomorrow.
Oh,
they put it temporarily still in effect, not permanently.
Meaning they're going to be
going to extend it.
So they could literally just be put on a
bus.
So
if you cross the border, you could just be sent right back.
And where
because of Rule 42.
But where do they send them?
I'm sure to their own country.
But how do they know? I mean, a lot of these people have no documentation.
I don't know.
You know that.
I don't know where they send them. I don't know who they send them to.
My point
I would
is,
assume back to their country.
A lot of the people who come across have no identification, no anything. They don't want to know. I mean, here's my issue with the border. How do we know they're not a terrorist? How do we know people are not whatever? You know, I mean, that they do harm to us. I mean, you don't know.
I don't know.
I think there's that fine line. Obviously, there is a fine line with.
I agree with you, but we all came here. We all came.
Oh no, we're all immigrants.
I mean, we're all immigrants. Yes, me and you. We were born in America, but
somewhere down the road, our
grandparents were from Canada, from here, from all over.
Wow, two grandparents from Canada.
If it wasn't your grandparents, it was your great grandparents. If it wasn't them, it was your great.
Unless you're Native American.
Unless you're Native American, and most of these 350 million people in the United States are not Native American,
of course.
So to say no illegals should be allowed. I mean, they should be, but there's got to be a system. And I agree that there's only so many we could take.
Right.
Where's the line? I mean, but that's where the Democrats and the Republicans need to get together and come up with the right solution.
Yeah. And you know, whether it's, listen, what people don't understand out there, and if you're listening to this show, you're going to know how I'm going to tell it. We right now, the United States, need people coming here.
Well, of course. Who's going to pick oranges, La?
Well,
what American is going to go out there?
They should, but
they don't.
And here's what happens.
So who does it?
You know why? Because if you're an American and you need to be paid minimum wage, which I think that's what they have to do. If you're an American, you go to work for a Tropicana who has fields or whatever.
You don't need to be paid minimum wage.
I think
no.
Okay, well, why not?
Because they're being free housed.
Oh, but if they're not.
Okay.
If you're an American,
yes, minimum wage. But like a lot of these orange groves and all have
migrant workers,
run down trailers for them to stay.
I know. I see it right here in Florida.
Right.
I mean, when you go down,
when we drive across the state,
you go across 70s
exactly
on the right.
I mean, yeah, you'd see them. I mean, so the foreigners that come in here and they're here on a work visa.
Right. Okay. So they're
not here illegally, but they're illegal immigrants.
They're legal immigrants.
They're legal. Yes, but they can't stay here forever.
But they're legal immigrants at that point under a work visa.
Only to pick oranges for that season.
Right.
And then they get sent back home.
Right. And I get that. And we need that. Because they say if we didn't, the price of oranges.
And I guess after a certain amount of time, they could file for legal residence.
Right.
Which is all legit.
That I agree with. Because now, first of all, those on a work visa are paying taxes.
Right. Hey, listen, when I lived in Monroe, New York, right? Wanda was very good friends with a girlfriend of hers who was Ukrainian.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ukraine. This is before the Ukraine war. Okay. This is back in I don't know, 5 years ago. And the husband was a truck driver, a United States truck driver, drove a truck cross country here.
So he had a license,
and he was Ukrainian.
But he had a license.
Had a license and all. Had filed his paperwork for legal, legal status. Took the test and got sworn in New York City.
Yeah, he became a citizen
and became
a naturalized citizen.
They did it totally legally.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
Good people paid taxes. Their kids went to American schools, learned English. Yeah. Everything.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Then.
I'm
all.
The husband worked his balls off, drove cross country trucks, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, all kinds of hours just to pay legal rent in an apartment.
Support his family.
Yeah,
he wasn't taking free money and all this shit from the government.
And Wanda used to help this lady and her husband because they were filling out the forms for legal and they had to take a test and all. And a lot of them didn't understand certain things on the form because
it's funny.
Was English.
One of these shows I'm going to pull up the test. There's a lot of Americans who can't pass that test. Did you know that?
Probably not.
I mean, I know the test. I know it because I love history.
I've never seen the test.
I did. And I know it because I love history.
But they passed the test. They studied their balls off. They passed the test.
I love that.
They became legal citizens, and they're better than most people, most Americans.
Yeah, I agree.
Hard-working people that are paying legal tax and everything.
And I love that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and we should support these kind of people.
How they came here, I'm not sure. Because when we moved into the apartment complex in Monroe, they were living there. I mean, so how did they cross illegally? I don't know. I doubt it because they used to fly back and forth. That her father, the woman's father, was a prominent doctor in Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
So she used to go back in the summer times with the kids. The husband stayed up here and worked, drove his truck and all of this shit. Yeah. But they'd go back. And then
wonder if
one summer they didn't go back because they weren't sure if they were going to be allowed back in the state. This is before they took that test.
Oh, yeah, they didn't want to chance it.
And they didn't want to chance it. So they didn't go back. And they did, they were doing everything legal. You know what I mean?
Did you know? I wonder what happened now. I mean, with them because of Ukraine. Have they, listen, we have friends who.
Well, they're American citizens.
No, we have like my buddy Simon who was on the show.
What happened to him now? Nothing.
No, he's a citizen
of America,
of course,
and Ukraine.
Yes, you're dual citizenship.
So what do you mean? What happened?
No, I mean like he.
You mean what they think?
Yeah, like he can go back anytime he wants to go fight and this or do anything.
So could you or me?
No, what I was getting at is that's got to be torn. If I lived right now in Canada, if you and I got Canadian citizenship, I'm gonna try. I really am gonna try for dual citizenship because we have 50% of our relatives and they born in Canada.
Montreal
we could prove
area,
that,
yeah.
right, St. Laurent area. We could prove that,
yeah.
And we have the documentation and all that. So I'm gonna try to get. Now we have an issue because we're felons. That's our biggest issue right now. But I'd love to get dual citizenship. And if I lived in Canada, for whatever reason, I wanted to move to Canada. It's too cold for me, but I get it. If I did, and if something's going on in America, I might want to go back and help or fight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If there was a civil war or whatever you want to call it.
If you were living in Canada,
right.
You might want to come back here.
Right. I mean, you're going to be told, listen.
Your heart is still here. Yes,
I talk about what I don't like. And we all should. All my thing is, I always tell everybody, I love the country, but I want you to start questioning. I don't want people to just
Don't be
robots.
yes man. Don't be a robot. Don't yes to everything the government says.
Right. I believe
Think about
everything
it.
they say.
Think about it. Voice your opinion on it.
They don't believe. Listen, they don't tell the truth all the time. That's fact, and it's been proven fucking year after year after year. You know,
they might tell a little bit of it, but there's always a catch to it.
Yeah, you take like COVID. They went so crazy on COVID without the actual, they tried to do what they said they tried to do to save people. But I think it got crazy. And I think California and I think New York got crazy. And I think they got stupid. And I think Governor DeSantis did a great job. And I think that's one of the reasons I love him, because he vaccinated the elderly. He made sure, you had a choice. A few things he did I didn't like about the cruise lines and stuff. But what he did was, hey, listen, if you're a business, it's your choice. I'm giving you the pros and cons of opening or not opening. Yep. It's your choice. Government is supposed to give you the logic, the reasons, the best advice they can, and you make the choice.
He didn't make mandatory masks.
No.
I mean, he left it up to the company. Now, Publix or Walmart or Winn-Dixie or these stores, rightfully so. When you're a private business, you could tell anybody, you're not coming in my store unless you wear a mask.
But you know what I didn't like about it? I know, but what I didn't like about the federal government, again, is they said if you work anything to do with the federal government, you have to wear a mask. Now, again, they're putting their heavy hand of a contract or something, big money on it. Like if you had a contract for Lockheed Martin, if you were Harris, and, they made Harris employees get vaccinated. I didn't believe they should do that, personally, but they did it because now we have a contract with you at $10 billion. And if you don't have all your employees,
we're going to pull our contract.
And that's called heavy hand. That's using the weight of that contract. You're muscling people. You're telling them what to do because I got them. Okay, you don't have to, but you're going to lose $16 billion. That's heavy-handed. You gave it to them when it was there.
Any company could do that.
I just think
Publix could say, any truck driver who comes and delivers here, if they're not vaccinated, they're not allowed at our dock.
Yeah, but that's not being heavy-handed, Dave. That's not what a contract of a government contract telling everybody who's not involved. You're right. That truck driver has to be fucking vaccinated or masked. But every other truck driver didn't have to be.
Right.
So with the government, with Harris, they're saying every one of your employees will be vaccinated, because if you don't...
Who were working on that contract, La? Let's get straight.
Oh, okay.
Who were working on that contract?
Well, the whole government contract is them.
If your whole company works for the government, then yes.
Well, I mean...
But like part of Paul's company, not everybody's working for the government.
Right.
They might have... or even Peter's.
Agreed, but most of them do, and they're such big contracts.
Now,
they'll put somebody out of business. You know that.
No,
and that is the problem, I think, because, listen, they say that, but you know what? They know that, hey, we pull this contract, your company's under. Your company's going under, or thousands and thousands and thousands of people are being laid off. And they know that, and they know people can't afford it. They don't want people on the street. You think the government would say, wait a minute, we don't need to do this. Let them handle this shit. I mean, I get it. If you don't want to come into a meeting with a bunch of government employees, you better be masked or, vaccinated. I get that part of it, but I don't get the part of it where they're going to be heavy-handed. That's my view. Listen, it's not. Listen, I was pro-vaxxed. I was vaxxed twice.
So were we.
We
went together.
Yeah, we went together. We were vaccinated and all that.
My choice. Though.
Now, are you monkeypox vaxxed?
I don't even know what it is.
Okay, there's monkeypox. It's a big thing that was out there. People got vaccinated. I didn't.
You know why? I mean, you only could get monkeypox, I think, if you didn't have something as a kid. Something.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but I didn't get monkeypox vax. You didn't get monkeypox vax, but, some people did. And some people look at you, you didn't get monkeypox vax. Come on. At what point are you pushing too much on people? I don't know. I think we're going to get going, bro. A lot going on.
Yeah.
So now you're going to be back with me at most of these shows, I'm sure.
I'll come back Friday.
Yeah, come on back Friday. Maybe Frank will pop in and we'll
We didn't even talk much sports today, like Argentina winning the World Cup.
Oh,
fuck.
I
mean, we'll talk Friday.
Oh, fuck, no. Listen, Argentina, you know our good friend Roberto
Yeah.
from Argentina.
Uh-huh.
He is fucking over the moon.
I'll bet he is. That's a big thing.
I mean, over the moon.
That's the biggest sport in the world, folks.
Yes.
Biggest watch sport in the world.
Yes.
Football. And it's not American football.
Right. And did you know who won it? I was like,
Argentina.
No, but who's the big name?
Messi.
Unbelievable. That guy ending his career with, I think this is his second.
First World Cup.
I thought it was second.
First World Cup.
He was in it 5 times.
Oh, yeah, he might have been in it. Oh, he's been in the World Cup, but not even in the finals 5 times.
Well, he's 20 years, 5 years. It's every 4 years, so 20. He was in
every
5
4
of them.
years. Okay, so he's 36 years old or 38
Whatever,
years old.
38, I think, and he was in it for 5 times.
5 times. This is his 5th World Cup that he played on the Argentina team, and it's the first time they won it. And he got the he didn't get the silver boot. Silver boot was given to the French guy with the most goals, Mumbai or whatever.
Oh, from a losing team.
The silver boot is the player who had the most goals scored in the World Cup that year.
Really?
That year.
Wow.
And it was a French guy.
Was Messi up there?
I'm sure.
I thought he had a lot of goals in one game or something. I mean,
he had 2 in the final game.
Oh, wow.
2 out of the 3. The final game ended up in a tie in regulation.
3-3?
3-3. And then it went to 2 15-minute overtime periods, which was a tie again at 3-3.
Wow.
Then it went to a shootout like hockey. Well, for all you people who know hockey out there, they put 5 players up, and the first player goes from you flip a coin to see who goes first. Argentina went France went first.
Oh, it was France against
went first.
Argentina.
France went first.
Wasn't France favorite?
It was a pick'em game on UL.
On a Youwager?
I would say France was the favorite because it was 125 to win 100 compared to 105 to win 100 for Argentina.
Oh, definitely. Okay.
But at a pick'em game.
Yeah, but that is
they were the slight favorite.
Slight favorite, sure. So what happened? So they ended up winning the shootout.
And Argentina won the shootout.
Was it?
They scored more goals.
How many?
They scored. It didn't even go to the 5th man. France scored the first goal that they kicked. Argentina scored the first goal that they kicked.
1-1.
France missed the second goal that they kicked, hit the goal post, and it went out. And Argentina scored the second goal.
So they're up 2-1.
2-1. France missed the third. And then Argentina scored the third.
So it's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 more to play.
Oh, they get 5.
Right.
So how can it be 3-1?
It's 3-1
It
now.
can't be 3-1.
Why?
Because then they
There's 2 more players each.
Right.
So if France scores 2 and they block 2, it's 3-3.
Right.
Then it would go to the 6th.
Right. Okay.
So the 4th player for France scored a goal.
Okay. But Argentina scored a goal. So
and Argentina scored a goal, which locked them out.
Yeah, it was 4-2 with 1 to go.
With 1 to go.
Wow.
So it ends there. Yeah, the 5th player don't even go.
They went nuts.
Of course.
I mean, did you watch it?
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Why I came late to the clubhouse.
Oh, okay. That's what was going on. All right. Yeah, we have a clubhouse here. We in the studio here.
This is the clubhouse.
This is the clubhouse. And we do that. Anyway, bro, we're going to get going.
Let's end on Argentina winning the
yeah,
World Cup.
And congratulations to Argentina.
Everybody.
Congratulations to Argentina.
Larry Cigars, great cigar.
Check him out.
Check them out. Oliva's cigars, very good. Check them out.
Youwager.lv.
Youwager. Youwager.lv. Check it out. Play free poker January 10th.
January 10th, free poker. But
ciao, everybody.
Betting.
I'll see you Friday. Have a good day.
Yes, everybody have a great day. Please, always, as I always say, please make good choices and have fun. Thanks, everybody. See you Friday.